How's it going, guys? It's JJ. I'm sitting here with my main man, Sean Teeman of Nautilus Family Fitness. And today, we have a great topic that will definitely reach out to you. And hopefully, it will help your heart out. We're here talking about just the heart and the heart rate and how to, get everything going. So, what's the topic today? I know you said we're going to talk about two different types of heart rate.
Yep, we're going to talk about, in general, cardiovascular exercising, the difference between anaerobic and aerobic activity, and what the best training zones are for your desired goal.
Okay, well, have you ever wondered how to, because this is a really big issue. Your heart, I mean, obviously you want to make sure you're healthy for a long period of time. And the heart is something that you want to be strong and healthy. So I want you to pay attention, and Sean is going to talk about just how to keep your heart healthy, and on top of that, some exercises and numbers and things that we talked about on the radio show, but we wanted to make a video so that way you can get a visual of everything. Yeah, okay, you take it away.
All right, so basically, has your doctor ever told you you need to do cardio? Maybe not you, but some of us he has, told us, hey guys, time to start doing cardio.
Yeah. What
does that even mean? Sometimes it's like we know, kind of have an idea, go running or something, or maybe start walking. But what's the definition of cardio? Well, it's any kind of exercise that you do for an extended period of time that gets your heart rate up. Now, when I say extended period of time, if your doctor's telling you to do this, in order for it to be considered cardiovascular exercise that benefits your heart, you have to do a minimum of 20 minutes. Now, that can be broke up 10 minutes and 10 minutes, or 20 minutes solid, or you can do 45 minutes, but minimum of 20 minutes. Now, there's some differences within that kind of help define the type of exercise that you're doing. So there's what's called anaerobic and aerobic exercise. The main distinct differences between those two is that aerobic, we think of aerobics, like taking a class, like doing an aerobics class. But yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know all about that stuff.
I know all about it.
All that. But the aerobics, aerobic activity is any type of long activity that you're doing exercise-wise that you're able to continue to breathe, and it's continuous activity. So like walking on a treadmill, jogging, going for a run for long periods of time, that you still have oxygen. Now, anaerobic is the deprivation of oxygen. So that is where you do the exercise, your body is outworking the oxygen, you cannot breathe until you make it to the end, and then you're bending over, so that's how you can kind of tell which one you're doing. It's a deprivation of oxygen, is anaerobic. Now, within that aerobic, anaerobic activity, there's different levels of training zones, basically. Now, to figure out your maximum heart rate, and your maximum heart rate is basically the heart rate that you do not ever want your heart to go over. If your heart rate goes over this heart rate, it's bad for you. Okay? To figure that out, on average, the normal person can take 220, the number 220, minus their age. So, if you're 20 years old, you take 220 minus 20. Now your maximum heart rate is 200. Now, that's not the same thing for everybody. This is just generals, right? So 200 would be your maximum heart rate.
That's me. I'm 20.
Yeah, 20 years old. Yeah, me too.
Me too. Exactly.
So if the different training zones when you're doing exercise, anaerobic or aerobic, if you're doing 50% to 60% of your maximum, so if your maximum is 200 and you're doing your heart rate's at 100, that you're in the warm-up zone.
Okay. So
if you're doing 60% to 70% of your maximum, so let's just think about this. 70% times 200 is 140. If your heart rate goes up to 140, then you're in the fitness zone, which is basically what that means is your body's utilizing 85% of the energy it's using is coming from fat.
So if you're looking to burn fats,
that's it.
You got to get in the fitness zone.
You want to be in that fitness zone. It uses the most fat.
Okay.
The next step up is training zone. And this is going to be like your long distance marathon runners, those type of people. they're going to try to utilize 70 to 80% of their maximum. You can do the math on that, whatever it comes out to. When you're in that zone, you're utilizing less fat and more carbohydrates as energy. So you're utilizing only 50% of your energy is using fat. Okay? So for purposes of fat loss, you can see where the fitness zone or even the warm-up zone, those two areas are using the most fat for energy. Your body needs oxygen to use fat for energy. And so anytime that you start depriving your body of more oxygen, it's unable to use that fat as energy. So when you get up to the anaerobic zone, which is like doing sprints, we're talking high intensity, non-stop running, where you can't breathe when you're finished, deprivation of oxygen, you're only using 15% of your energy from fat. So now I don't want you to think that if you go out and do sprints that you're not going to lose weight or see a benefit of that. If you went out and ran 20 miles or 20 minutes, let's say, and you did that in, however long you could run for 20 minutes on a long distance run, if you did that same amount of time, 20 minutes doing sprints, you're going to burn a ton of calories doing sprints. But just for purposes of, are you utilizing fat or are you using carbohydrates as energy, the more oxygen that you have, aka warm-up fitness zone, the cardiovascular long distance training, getting on a treadmill going for long periods of time, that's what's going to use the most fat.
Okay. Well, one thing I've always wanted to just talk about is there are some people out there, I'm not going to say any names, but you know who I'm talking to, that I'm related to, very close with, bam bam. And some people say that, well, I'm walking and this is getting my heart rate up as well. So do we need to find out what our heart rate is during the walk to find out if we're in the fitness zone or if we're below it and we're not really burning anything?
There are different. Yes, you should find out. You should have an idea of about where you are. Training by heart rate is a great way to make sure that you're being efficient with your workout. Because if let's say you're in that 30% range, your heart rate's at like whatever that is, 60, 70, like your normal resting heart rate when you're walking, then you're not going to be burning very many calories in general, and you're still going to be using fat for energy, but your body just doesn't need very much energy to do that, so you're not going to be using very much of it.
So, because I would always hear people from time to time would say, well, I walked 3 miles a day today all around working, and I'm thinking, well, if you walk that much and you still don't lose weight after having this job for 2 or 3 months, maybe your body's not burning any fat.
That's true.
So what you're telling us is from a specialist, you're not hearing it from JJ, you're hearing it from a specialist, that you need to know what your heart rate is in order to burn the fat in the fitness zone so you can, get the results. And just walking is not going to burn as much energy as you apparently think it may. But anything else that you want to tell the viewers out there about the just getting to the fitness zone or anything else about our heart?
Well, I don't want to confuse the viewers and let them think, oh, it sounds like to me I can work less hard and see better results. Because there's nothing out there that gets results like hard work. So the harder you're working, more than likely the better the results you're going to get. We're just totally talking about using fat versus carbohydrates for energy. There's benefits to both. So basically, if you work hard, you will get good results.
That's it.
Pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
Hard work gets results. That's all you got to know. Hard work gets results. And make sure to keep your heart rate up because I guess this is not me knowing, so are you telling me the more work my heart gets, how do I get it stronger?
It's just a muscle like everything else, so you got to exercise it. You need to get that heart rate up, and a good combination of all types of exercise is really what you need.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to get in shape, I'm telling you, it's going to happen this year. I'm going to be looking like my man Sean over here. Oh, man.
Nah.
So tell me about Nautilus and how any deals you got going on here. I know we talked about it on the radio show, but let the viewers know about the referrals for anyone who works out at Nautilus, as well as the no money down deal and
Sure.
your $9.95 deal.
So we are, in order to try to help people get back in the condition that they want to be in, we are offering a program where they don't even have to be a member. They come in, they can see one of my trainers, we'll sit down with them, we'll discuss their goals with them, we'll see what they need to accomplish to reach those goals, and then if they decide to join, we'll let them get started for $0 until the end of May. So last day of May, deal's over. But until the end of May, they can get started for $0. They're going to get the assessment with the personal trainer. And if they're already a member of Nautilus, and they send us 3 of their friends that join, all within a 30-day window, they're going to get a free year on their membership. A free year. The member will.
Hey, you heard it from him. I
Yeah.
don't know what else is keeping you from it. I mean, honestly, to me, it seems as though you guys, you work hard to try to get people the results they want as well. So
That's what we're in business to do.
yeah.
We've been here for almost 30 years, and we wouldn't have made it this long if we didn't care about our members and hope that they see results.
That's what it's all about, guys. Someone who cares about you can motivate you. If you've been just down on yourself, if you have lost that New Year's resolution of losing 10 pounds, 20 pounds, I don't know, 50 pounds, it's time to start it back, and you have the perfect opportunity to do it with Nautilus Family Fitness. Thanks for coming by and talking today once again, Sean. And we're going to sign off. Anything you want to say to the viewers out there?
Appreciate you having me, JJ, and thank you guys for watching. If you can't make it by the club, you can hop online at fitfor10.com and join for Nautilus Family Fitness. Same program I'm offering. Type in promo code 0. Get you all set up.
All right. You heard it here first. We're going to sign off now until next week with my main man, Sean Tiemann of Nautilus Family Fitness. We'll have more information for you. Start. It's all about starting, right? Start your fitness journey and make sure you get started so you can reach that goal. Nautilus Family Fitness. We're out.
Signing out.
Alrighty, that one.